Like the saying goes, clothes make the man, or in this case, the witches and the wizard. We are with costume designer Gary Jones, who did all the work on the movie. Thank you very much for talking with us.
Thank you for asking.
Tell me what your main goal was in accomplishing this movie.
I have to say that our main goal was to create people who would live comfortably in this world that Sam Raimi and our production designer, Robert Stromberg, had created.
It's a huge undertaking. Where do you begin? With the wizard?
We actually did begin with the wizard. We worked on his costume for approximately 4 months prior to going into production and to actually making the costume. He wears basically the same 3 pieces plus a shirt and tie throughout the whole movie, and sometimes they're broken down, sometimes he's been in the water, but it is his suit of armor for life in both the real world and in Oz.
And a top hat.
Oh, and a top hat, yes.
How much did the time period in which the movie is set affect the costumes and what you had to do?
This would be 1900 to 1910. He wears basically the same outfit the whole time. Some of the other costumes have their roots in the early turn of the century, but definitely have a twist.
Guys, take 5.
Yeah, great artists. I mean, when you're Disney and you have this budget and you have Sam Raimi, you can get the best of every department. So you have the best makeup person, the best costume designers.
I might not actually be a wizard.
Yes, but they don't know that.
This is Glinda the Good. She has a series of white or opalescent costumes. She arrives in a bubble. That was one of our inspirations. And this is multiple layers of tulle and opalescent sheer and silk satin that are all hand beaded.
Well, it's such an evolution. I mean, you start with, the first costume that we started with, like, I hope that no pictures exist of it. It was really something. I think it was like faux leather, and then there was like some raffia trim, and it was a wrap skirt. It was not good.
This is the Wicked Witch's costume. This has a basic turn-of-the-century corset with a little rock and roll thrown in. Stretch leather, which we discovered.
Stretch leather?
Stretch leather.
I've never heard of that.
And, of course, she arrives in a fireball, so she has been a little bit damaged.
The wizard, or so he says.
And then, who do we have here?
A witch that we never met before, called Evanora. Her dress is made out of silk chiffon. There are 27 panels of it, each hand beaded. There is a corset and bustier also, which reflects the architecture in her throne room. And since she flies a lot, she also gets a cape.